What is going on, everyone? MikeO back, doing a mail day recap. Got a small selection of stuff that I've picked up in the last week or two. Nothing high-end here at all, just stuff that is fun for the collection. Of course, that's what the hobby's all about, and it just goes to show, and I've said it before, there's many ways to be involved in this hobby. You can get stuff graded, you can crack wax, you can buy pricey cards, and you can buy cheap cards, and sometimes the cheap cards are the cards that you have the most fun with. It's like no pressure purchasing. You have the card, oh well. Guy gets hurt, it's not valuable, oh well. It's just all for the entertainment. It's for rekindling old memories and enjoying current memories. So just wanted to share some of the pickups. So let's take a look. We got a bunch of stuff here. Got some oddballs, got a little bit of new stuff. We'll go with some of this old school stuff first. So this is from Laughlin. I forget exactly what set this is called, but this is the Grover Cleveland Alexander. It is a blank back, produced in the early 80s. Grover Cleveland, all-time great, baseball Hall of Famer, and started his career with the Phillies, was part of the 1915 pennant-winning team. So just thought it was a cool pickup. And, this stuff was all fairly cheap overall. A few more of those Laughlin cards here in the stack. We've got Lefty O'Doul as a Philly. So it's from 1980. Famous Feats, Connie Mack, who managed the A's for 50 years. Always like to collect some Connie Mack stuff, so cool little pickup there. And here's another Grover Cleveland Alexander. This one actually featuring the Phillies logo. A couple of these are blank backs, and the other one is a sticker back. So some cool cards there. This one is Baseball Immortals. I believe this is also from 1980. I forget if it's TCMA or SSPC. I forget exactly who produced this, but nice image there of Grover Cleveland Alexander. So I was able to pick that up. Let's see what else we got here. We got the Swell Greg Lazinski. This is from a Topps set, mid-80s. I want to say like 1985 or so. Yep, 1985. Grover Cleveland Alexander. Here's a nice looking insert. Fleer Ultra, When It Was a Game. At that old school TV set look. Nice image there of Robin Roberts. Baseball's Greatest, Gabby Creveth. Picked up a few of his cards recently. Slugger for the Phils. Early 1900s. Played, there you see, from the dead ball era, so only 119 career home runs, but he did lead the league in home runs a number of times. I want to say probably close to a half dozen times. Here's Lefty O'Doul, featured as a Philly. This is from the Conlon collection. Picked up this Terry Mulholland no-hitter highlights card from 91 Fleer. This is a blank bat. This would have been cut out from the bottom of one of the wax boxes. They'd have 4 cards on the bottom. And I definitely have a panel of that somewhere, but got that individual. Here's a 1980 Cy Young, Steve Carlton from 81 Donruss. It's another one of those 1985 all-time record holders, Topps Collector Series. This one of Steve Carlton. And then the 1990 Post, Von Hayes. Panini style, no logos. But a cool card there of Von Hayes. And we've got probably some more modern stuff in here. So this is, well, we'll take a look at that in a second. These are just a selection of Topps Now cards. So Topps Now, besides putting out like highlight cards daily and then playoff highlights and some stuff like that, they do the MLB Network Top 100 set. And finally picked up the Phillies that were in that set. So picked up Bryce Harper, Zach Wheeler, Nick Castellanos, Real Muto, Schwarber. And then this is from Mosaic. This is actually a gorgeous card. Oh, man, if it had the logos, if you had like a Phillies logo here and then logos on the uniform, this would be an amazing card. But still a really cool-looking card. Ranger Suarez, who had another nice overall season for the Phillies and then was really good in the playoffs, specifically the NLCS and the World Series. This is some sort of gold prism parallel. But the Panini baseball stuff is pretty cheap. You can get most of those cards at a really good price. And then here's from Topps Chrome Cosmic, a Zach Wheeler refractor. Might be called like a nucleus refractor. I forget. They have a bunch of different refractors. But Cosmic Chrome, I didn't break any because it didn't make sense price-wise. But I think it is a cool product. I think the base cards look decent, but it does kind of just look like a Topps Fire edition of Topps Chrome. But the refractors are super neat. I mean, look at that spinning shine. I mean, that's just sweet. So definitely looking at picking up some more of these for the collection. And, at some point, if the prices come down on boxes, I wouldn't mind. I think it'd be a fun product to open a little bit. But cool Zach Wheeler card there for the Phillies PC. Here in the back, this was a late Christmas card. It actually got lost in the mail and then came in for my buddy Jeremy. So, Jeremy, appreciate it. He sent me a Christmas card, which I don't have with me here, but also sent this Jim Carrey Dr. Seuss's The Grinch, How the Grinch Stole Christmas card. So I appreciate that. And Jeremy let me know this is not a rookie, but definitely a very cool card. So Jeremy, thank you for that. Then I've got this Allen and Ginter box topper. I've been into a lot of the oddball stuff lately as well. The box toppers, the minis, stuff like that. Just underappreciated stuff. Things that I believe, weren't massively produced and that a lot of people who don't appreciate, they don't know how to take care of them. They're just not well kept. They become hard to find because people either toss them in a box and toss them in a closet or even toss them out. They're not very valuable, nor do I fully expect them to be, but if you find them at a good price and it's something that fits the PC, they can be really fun additions and super inexpensive. So N43, that was a design put out by Allen and Ginter in the late 1800s, and picked up this Ryan Howard from 2010. So very cool. I'm happy with that. One football pickup. It's a Marty Schottenheimer Patriots card, middle linebacker. Obviously, Marty Schottenheimer, I remember as a coach, and I think most people do. Longtime coach for the Kansas City Chiefs. Coached the Chargers as well, Cleveland, and Washington for a year. But Schottenheimer was one of those guys. He always had great regular seasons, got into the postseason and seemed to come up small a lot, whether it was the team, whether it was him. But obviously a great coach overall and had himself an NFL career in Buffalo and Boston with the Patriots. So just thought that was a cool one there. Then we got a few other things here. We got an unopened pack, Pacific Collection. It's like a sample pack. I think there's just a couple cards in there, but Terry Mulholland's up top. I'm a Mulholland collector and Mulholland fan, so I thought that was neat for the collection. And I got a few of these. Again, just oddball things, not cards of any type of real value, but pretty cool. If I can get them up here, they're paper thin. They slept. All right. So these are just promo cards from early in the Philly show era, back in 1977. Philly show. It was back when it was the third annual. Now they have them 3 times a year, and they've had it. Philadelphia card show, I believe, is the longest consecutive running card show in the country. At least they advertise it that way. Anyway, these promo cards were Philadelphia favorites. They made some Phillies and some Athletics. So I grabbed a few of these. This is Chuck Klein, obviously an all-time great and a Hall of Famer for the Phillies. Richie Ashburn, Connie Mack Stadium, and stadiums will be a little theme. We've got some more stadiums coming up in this stack. And another Gabby Creveth. So they're pretty neat. Then this other little stack here, something that was sent to me by Big Scott 35, my boy Scott. Check him out. Check out his channel. Check out his lives every Sunday night. This is a splash insert of Bryce Harper from Donruss Optic. And then he sent me these parallels, these metallic parallels of Aaron Nola and Nick Castellanos from Topps Holiday. And then he got these two to my way. I got to get him something in return. Told him I would buy these from him. I don't know that he expects anything, but I'll have to hit him up somehow. Anyway, it's Noah Syndergaard and Brandon Marsh. Now, it's cool these cards were produced, but what annoys me is neither of these players were in Topps Update, but yet they were featured in Topps Holiday. And Topps Holiday does come out about a month later than Topps Update, but it's kind of frustrating. These are two guys who were late pickups. Not even late pickups. They were trade deadline pickups, which is late July. Not able to get an update, but yet they can get in Topps Holiday with all this, holiday stuff here. Anyway, I'm going to add these into my Topps team set binder. Noah Syndergaard, who has already signed with the Dodgers, so he's gone. In and out, he was a rental for the Phillies, but, pitched some big games for him. Pitched pretty well overall. So I'm going to add that. He's liable to be in Series 1 of 2023 update in the Phillies uniform because that seems to be the way Topps does it anymore. And then this Brandon Marsh, who was pretty good when he was with the Phillies. He really filled a hole in center field, really good defensively, and he was pretty decent offensively. And, very youngest player on the roster, so hopefully he'll continue to mature and get better. And I'm sure he'll obviously be in future products, but it's just wacky the way they make these. So he's in this, in Topps Finest, which comes out next week. He's going to be featured in an Angels uniform. But Big Scott, appreciate you sending those my way. And then the final stack is a big lot I bought on eBay with a whole mix of fun stuff. We got a refractor from Bowman Chrome of Roy Halladay. A little Hall of Fame action there. 1985 Topps All-Star set card of Mike Schmidt. This 1991 Panini Stickers Terry Mulholland card. And it does mention his no-hitter, which is awesome. He is featured in the road uniform there. You think they would have featured him in the home uniform when you're referring to his no-hitter, which was at home. Got this Ricky Bottalico minor league card from Fleer Pro Cards. Bottalico was a Philly, had some success there, made the All-Star game in 1996, which was in Philadelphia, so good memory. That kind of got him in Philly's lore. He pitched in Kansas City, St. Louis, and with the Mets briefly as well. He's now been a commentator for the last probably decade or so on either Phillies games or Phillies pre- and post-game and Philadelphia radio, so thought that was a cool little pickup there. Here's a Darren Dalton 93 Fleer from Fruit of the Loom. So a little oddball pickup of Dutch. Got this Dave Hollins 1993 Upper Deck insert. A little hologram action, so pretty cool. Said there'll be some stadiums. So here's another one. This is a Score Gold Rush of the Vet. So pretty cool card of the Vet. Nice Darren Dalton Flair Showcase, 97 Flair Showcase, beautiful set put out by Fleer back in the day. Very cool. Here's a parallel, the Artist Proof parallel from Score of Scott Rowland. You got a whole bunch of odd Phillies featured there as well, so pretty neat. 1998 Score. A Carlos Silva refractor from Topps Chrome in 2001. A 2002 Topps Chrome refractor of Travis Lee. I know Ed Westergriff recently showed off a Jose Mesa from this set, which I promptly went out and purchased one for myself. Love these old refractors. Here's a Bazooka Bobby Abreu mini. A Topps 52 Chrome Jimmy Rollins. That is numbered to 1952. It's from 2007. It's a Topps Finest refractor of Raul Ibanez. Really having fun the last few months picking up old school refractors. That's from 2009. It's a Ryan Howard sticker. I'm sure that's from a Topps Archives product back in 2012. Jimmy Rollins refractor. Here is a X-Fractor of Shane Victorino. Topps insert of Cole Hamels. History of the World Series. Another ballpark card, and this is Citizens Bank Park. Beautiful ballpark. Obviously, I've been blessed to be able to witness a lot of amazing moments in that ballpark. League pennants. Got to update that sucker to 8. Here's a diamond anniversary parallel of Ryan Madsen. Love this card. Just a beautiful looking card. Madsen, big part of that run of Phillies teams from 07 to 2011 and that 08 World Series team. He was awesome out of the bullpen as a setup guy. There he is, high-fiving another all-time Philly and Carlos Ruiz. Got a press clippings relic card of Bobby Abreu. It's a cool card there. And then finally, a couple 1990 Topps Big cards. We got Von Hayes, and we've got John Kruk. So I don't know what the most expensive card in that lot is. $3, $5, if that. But it's a collection of stuff that I find really fun and cool to collect. No pressure collecting. And it's neat stuff. Whether it's a guy like Brandon Marsh, who was part of some great moments in Phillies playoff run, or a guy like John Kruk, who was part of teams of legend from 25 years ago, or just kind of things you remember, nostalgic things you remember from growing up with cereal boxes in 1990, or just new age, absolutely stunning shine, or nostalgic memories from the past. Either way, it's fun. It's awesome to collect, and collecting's fun, and that's what you got to do. There's a lot of aspects to the hobby, and sometimes it's serious, and sometimes it can be about money, whether you're collecting or you're trying to buy stuff and sell stuff or whatever. Because even if you're collecting, you're putting serious money into some stuff, you're going to take it seriously. But sometimes you got to take a step back and just enjoy the cheap fun stuff, because that's how you have fun. Comment below, let me know what you guys think. Appreciate you watching, and I will talk to you next time. Have a great one.